Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back. Welcome, Instagram, hello, Facebook, and later on, YouTube. It's your girl, Kimberly out of Savannah, Georgia. And guys, in this video, what I'm going to do is talk to you about how you can get a cash transaction to appear on your credit report. Now, why is this so important? It's very, very important because as I'm doing these private one-on-one consultations, shout out to all the consultations. Where did that come from? Consultations is what I meant to say. But shout out to all of you. Oh, let me start my timer. Y'all know I'm trying to do better, keeping my time to a certain limit. But if the spirit hits me, this might go a little long. Try to keep it around 10 minutes though. So here's the deal though, guys. For the people that are booking the one-on-one, shout out to you for taking your financial future seriously, because when you book with me personally, we can go really, really deep into what's going on with your situation. I don't do credit repair, but I do share with people. I link them. I'm like Kimberly, the connector, right? I link you to people that can give you what you need, whether it be the Bureau Bullies, whether it be Him 500, whoever, whatever. But here is the deal. As I'm doing these consultations, I'm seeing that there are a lot of you who, like myself, do not have credit cards at all. Not even one. I did not get a credit card until August of 2020, since having all of my credit cards closed in 2014 due to multiple periods of unemployment where I couldn't pay my cards. So all my cards were closed by the person who issued them, okay? So the entity that issued them. So trust me, when I tell you guys stuff, I'm not telling you stuff that I don't know. This is stuff that I am actually putting information I've gotten from other people, and I'm actually putting it into action in my own life and seeing the results, the fruits of my labor. So here's the deal. In a few weeks, I'm going to have to make a pretty large transaction, and it needs to be cash, okay? So how can I make that benefit me on my credit report? This is super duper important for you guys, and I'll tell you like this too. There's a lot of felons who come out of jail, and as they're trying to rebuild and reestablish their life, they don't have credit cards either, but they have a lot of cash. So this tip is going to be really, really great for them, because one of the people that I got it from is a finance manager at a car dealership, and this is what he tells a lot of people that are in that position as they're trying to rebuild their life outside of the prison walls. This is a tip that he tells them how to get cash transactions to report on your credit. So here's the deal. First thing you are going to need, and this is not the only bank that you can do this through, however, it is definitely the bank that is the smoothest, okay? I went from having 0 credit unions last year to now I have relationships with 5 the last time that I checked in my Nipsey Hussle voice, but 5 credit unions. And I can tell you credit unions are fabulous. I work with a credit union in another state, and I've never been to that credit union, but I have a personal banker there, so I don't have to call the regular. Like, I call Angela if I need something, and she takes care of me. So I strongly advise you guys to build relationships with as many credit unions as possible. If you do this besides with another credit union besides the one I'm about to tell you about, the loan may be called something different, but with the Sugar Daddy Bank, Navy Federal, right? I got to show y'all here and then show y'all here. I call Navy Federal the Sugar Daddy Bank because it's like a sugar daddy. As long as you build a relationship with it, he'll give you everything you want, right? Got deep pockets and is very generous, okay? So with Navy Federal, they have something called a pledge loan. And with the pledge loan, it is secured. It's secured by the money that you put into it. Of course, the more, the better. So what I'm going to be doing to take care of this upcoming expense that I have, that I want whatever I am doing in my life, I want it to benefit me in as many ways as possible. So with this transaction that I have coming up, that's going to be a cash transaction, what I'm going to do is put the money, I have the money already. I'm going to put the money in my Navy Federal account, right? So I'm moving money there now. Then I'm going to go to Navy Federal and say, hey, you know the money I got in your account? I would like to get a secured pledge loan. So think about it like this. If somebody gave you $1,000 and then they came to you and said, hey, would you give me $1,000? Of course you would, because they gave you $1,000. So you're going to be giving them back their own money in essence. So I'm not going to get into the logistics about how much I'm going to pay back, but because I've plugged into mentorships and communities that tell me how to really work this to my advantage, what I'm going to do when I get the pledge loan is pay off a large percentage of it. And like I said, I can't get into too much stuff publicly, because then it leads to people asking other questions that I can't address publicly. Everybody's situation is different. This is why I have the one-on-one consultations, right? But what I'm going to do is pay back a large percentage of the loan so that I don't get charged interest on that loan. But I'm going to leave leave some there, right? Because it needs to report to the credit bureaus. Y'all got to understand that when your vendors, or I'm talking about his business credit, when these companies that you are working with, when they report to the credit agencies, they need something to report. So if you pay off stuff early, a lot of times they don't want to pay to report, because they have to pay. They don't want to pay to report zero balance. They want you to have some meat in the game, because they want to capitalize off of what you have with them, hoping that you'll trip up, which we're not going to do that, right? Of course not. So I'm going to pay a large majority of the balance because I don't want to pay interest on it, but I'm going to leave a small percentage of the balance because I want them to report that, oh, she had a loan for this much, the balance is only this much, and that's going to do what? Boost my credit. Now, with the pledge loan, and why I say Navy Federal is the smoothest is because once you pay into it a certain amount, they literally make those funds available to you, like, well, depending on the date, but pretty much the next day, or if it's a Friday, of course, it's going to be a little bit of a delay because of the weekend. So guess what you can do? You can take that money and then do another pledge loan, and you can wrap it into another pledge loan. Or what some people like to do is they'll take the lump sum and they'll go to another bank and build a relationship with another bank. Now, my sugar daddy, Navy Federal, I just opened up my bank account with them about 2 weeks ago. So I'm really looking to build a relationship with them. Now, I have a bank account with them. Before I go for my credit card with them, I'm going to have 3 pledge loans with them. I'm going to deposit $5,000 in there, and because I'm going to do 3 pledge loans, 3 times 5 is 15, I'm going to show within 30 days $15,000 of installment loans with them, and that's going to better increase the probability, because my credit score is already straight. I already know I got the credit score. I know who Navy Federal pulls from, what bureau, so because I did my research and I'm part of this community that helps me shortcut all of this process, right? So I'm getting all my ducks in a row, and so with the $15,000 in pledge loans, it's pretty much a done deal. I promise y'all that. Don't believe me, just watch. So $25,000 credit card loading. Okay? And then all I'll do, like I said, is take the money once it's available to me. I'm going to do this 3 times. By the time it's going to be about the beginning of August when I need this money. So then I'll just cash out, pay them, but it reports on my credit as an installment loan while simultaneously building my relationship with Navy Federal. And there you go. That is how you get a cash transaction to report on your credit. Again, if you're not with Navy Federal, you want to find a federal credit union. A credit union that has federal in the name, right? PenFed, okay, which I'm also a part of. They will have a loan similar to this, probably. They might not call it a pledge loan, and the turnaround might not be as quick, but still, the concept is the same. So all I'm trying to do in speaking to you guys about this is encourage you to really, really boost your credit, really, really build relationships with banks, and specifically with smaller regional banks and credit unions. I'm telling you, it is life-changing. And when you go to apply for these credit unions, be a well-informed consumer. Be a well-informed member of that institution. Hey, how many products do you have that I can get with this one pull? I'm telling you guys, these bank members, especially at the smaller banks, they can't give out enough money because everybody's going to the big banks, and they get incentives. It's just like when you go to Macy's and you're like, you can save 10% on your drawers today. You're setting drawers if you get this credit card, and you're like, I'm good, right? So it's the same thing at the bank. When you open up a bank account with them, see if you can get on that same pull any other products that they offer, even if you don't need them right now. Just having that availability. And trust me, if you're a part of Recession Proof, you always need money. You always need other people's money, especially that you can run the plays with, right? You know how we do. So you want to get multiple pulls at one time with one inquiry. You don't want to open up a checking account now and then come back in 6 months and be like, hey, can I also get a credit card? And then come back in 9 months and be like, hey, can I also get a loan for the house? No, get it all at one time, one fell swoop, okay? And then make this work for you. Now, I know what somebody's going to say, but where you getting $5,000 from? Hello, my handy dandy pyramid scheme. Let me stop saying that because y'all really do be taking me seriously, some of the new viewers. But I am a part of an MLM. I am a part of a successful MLM. And I don't come off like an MLMer. I have very faithful, loyal customers who, some of them have been buying products from me for 5 years. Like this. Y'all have no idea how much I have made in the last few days. Just since I announced a BOGO deal on my products, y'all have no idea how much money I've made. But trust me, the $5,000 won't be a problem. So all the MLM haters, jokes on you. Now, if you're not in a multi-level marketing company like myself, where will you get the money from? It just depends. Some of y'all do have this money. Some of y'all are very smart and you are stashing your stimmy, baby. Kudos to you. All right. So you can use that. Some of you know how to manufacture spend because you're a part of the same community that I'm a part of. So you know how to liquidate your other credit cards, right? Right. Nice, right? Others of you, I don't know where you're going to get it from. Okay. Figure it out though. All right, I can't solve all your problems. I gave you enough though. And, I really hope this helps you because I'm telling you guys, like I said, as I'm looking through working out some things with some people to help them improve, and y'all got to do this stuff early, okay? Do not wait until you're going for a car or you're going for a house to be like, I need to fix my credit in 2 weeks. Please, that's when y'all start paying these unscrupulous people to do these clean sweeps for you and you don't know what the heck is going on. And sometimes they can take stuff off that helps you in one area but hurts you in another. So please, 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 if you want to do this stuff, plan in advance. If you're trying to qualify for a house, I would say give yourself like 2 years. 2 years, depending on what's going on with your situation. Because before you go to a mortgage lender, they don't want you to do anything to your credit at least 6 months before you go for that pre-approval and start that whole thing going. So your 2-year timeline is now 18 months. And that's 18 months for you to fix up anything that you have on there that could hurt your chances of getting that house, especially in a market like this where it's not a seller's market. I mean, it's not a buyer's market, right? Now, if you're doing a car, that's a little bit different depending on what you need. But keep in mind, if you need certain things in your credit report to show, it needs to show for a certain period of time, depending on a number of factors. So I'm telling you guys, execute these plays when you find out about them as quickly as possible so that it's just your score is building up. And then when you need something, now everything is in place. I recently had to do something very important that required me to have good credit. And I was so happy that I didn't have to worry about that. Because this time last year, I would have had to. And this time the year before. And the year before. And the year before. And the year before. It's been a long time since I've had good credit, y'all. Long time. And my credit has never been this good. Because my understanding of the credit game has never been this deep. Hey, what's going on, Audra Renee? All right, so guys, that's all I have for you today. Let me know, are you with Navy Federal? Did I make you want to be a part of it? Good info. You have an account with, Joanne, you know that's the sugar daddy bank account, girl. That's the sugar daddy bank right there, girl. You better run them plays. Navy Federal is doing some amazing things for my recession-proof family now. My cheeks about to hurt just from smiling. I love it when somebody says they have Navy Federal. So did you know about the pledge loan, Joanne? Have you ever ran that play? Because I'm about to do it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 times, okay? Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. That's my friend. That's my friend. I claim smart people. Now, you dumb ones. Sorry. But I ain't claiming you. Anyway, y'all, let me go. Okay, so then Joanne said no, so I don't know what she said no to. I think you know about it, but you haven't run the play yet. That's okay, as long as you know about it. And if you didn't get ready to execute, that's what I like to hear, friend. Okay, because again, it goes a long way in building relationships with the banks. My one-on-one clients know exactly what I mean. This was a great year for me financially because as soon as I opened up my bank accounts with different institutions that I've joined based on various things, I immediately went to nurturing and fostering that relationship. Okay, so All right, y'all, let me go. I gotta go up the road and get my fam and go to Publix and do all these things that y'all don't care about. Now I'm rambling. Listen, do all the things that pay me. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you found this info, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.